Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakwadash, which those would be the true names of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, which is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the Lord's elect, teaching in truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. Yeah, I got a video queued up, which this is the mayor of Birmingham. And overall, he's speaking about the gun violence here in Birmingham. But he made a point, about America and the environment of this place, in which this is just the ways of the so-called white man, Esau Edom. America being a very hostile and chaotic, savage type of environment. Well, this is the type of environment you get under the rulership of this devil, man. You seeing things not going to change. In fact, people gravitate to that type of lifestyle because, as the scriptures say, as a ruler of the city is, so shall the people be also. So even to put it in a sense, if a king of a city got a thing for the color purple, well, the theme of that city is going to be purple, man. And the people of that city is going to have a thing for the color purple. So they may see things that be maybe a color brown or black, and they'll say, well, look, man, that should be bad if it was purple. So how much more, for a king that's ruling a city, under murder and violence, man. He got a thing for murder and violence and chaos. You see, and the people got a thing for it as well, man. And that's just the type of lifestyle and a mannerism of an American, man. And these things is not going to die down. It's nothing that a person can do, to pretty much slow down gun violence or to even stop violence here in this society, because it's just the ways of the king of this place, man. It's the ways of the so-called white man, Esau Edom. It's just going to have to take for a new ruler to sit on the throne, man, to push a new vibration in the earth. That's why it's written within the scriptures, we look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. You see, under Yahweh Shai, you're going to experience righteousness and peace, man. Everything that you people are really crying out for. You see, but just to play this video.
America as a culture, as a society, we celebrate violence. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but we do. We as a country celebrate violence. It's embedded in so many everyday things we do. It's embedded in movies and TV shows. It's embedded in video games. It's embedded in music, not just hip hop and rap, but all of a few other genres. And I know I watch some of the same movies. I don't play video games anymore, but I do listen to the music. And so violence courses through our culture. Violence cultures, it rears its head through our society in so many ways. I often tell people when America gets a cold, Alabama gets the flu. But I also tell people when Alabama gets the flu, Birmingham unfortunately gets pneumonia. And I think in this American epidemic of gun violence right now, Birmingham is seeing the worst of it.
You see? And it all come through that vibration that's being pushed from that American culture, man. He said, violence, pretty much is that thriving spirit for an American, man. A nigga wouldn't be an American if he went violent, man. If he didn't have self-control, if he wasn't impulsive, if he didn't have patience, if he didn't lack patience. And that's pretty much everything that makes an American, everything that you don't want to be, man. But yet this place, it thrives through violence, man. That's how this shit gotta go. It ain't nothing that you can do that can pretty much quench violence here in this society, man, because the rulers of the city is pushing it. That's why the Lord gonna come back and destroy this place, man. You see, real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 4. Verse 28 is one of the precepts that came to mind while he was talking. It says, as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Yeah, the evil is already sown, and that evil is ultimately coming from America. America is the source of wickedness being here in the earth, man. You see? And it's spilled all the way over to the many different cities here in the society. Every city in America got a problem with gun violence, man. Gang culture, drugs, theft, all type of shit, man. You see? But yet that's just the ways of America. You see? That's why this place gotta go. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that it's sown with good. Yeah, and that good is ultimately the kingdom of heaven, man. But yet you see this place has to be sown away. And it's so much so people that got comfortable, living in a hostile environment, man. People don't even know the way of peace. You see, a nigga way of peace is a blunt and trap music. You see, a broad way of peace is a Friday night at the club with a Don Julio bottle on her head, shaking her ass, man. You see, girls' night out, a girl's trip. That's the way of peace. But yet, in those things is death, man. You see? And all this shit all wraps around the American culture, which is death. And that ultimately comes from the so-called white man, Esau Edom. When you cleave to his ways, you cleave into the ways of death. You cleave into ways that's going to destroy you in the long run, man. You see, yeah, drinking liquor, it feel good, but you can get, alcohol poison, kidney failure, all type of shit if you overindulge in it. But America don't teach you how to hold back. They teach you to go all out. YOLO, nigga, And it ultimately because this place kills you, man. It's not a well-ordered society, you see. As a matter of fact, the scriptures tell you, Job 10. Yeah, this place is not a well-oiled machine, man. This is Job 10 and verse 21. It says, before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. What land is that? That's speaking of America, man. This place is the land of darkness. It's full of confusion, and it's the ways of death. Death here in America is more broader than death anywhere else in the world, man. You can die from it even back in the ancient times. In the ancient times, people lived way longer because the ways of death was shorter than it is here in this lifetime. You can die from you can get electrocuted. You can't get electrocuted in the past, in the ancient times, man. You couldn't die in a car accident. A plane crash or some shit, debris falling out the sky. You see, on a work site, you got crushed by anything, 18-wheeler or the damn machine. That wasn't a thing. But here in America, things is broad, and this is the shadows of death. Drive-by shooting, a switch. You see, it says a land of darkness as darkness itself, and the shadow of death without any order. And where the light is as darkness. Yeah, the light, this truth, man. This truth is as darkness, man. Something as pure as the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, which brings forth clarity. It clears your mind from the filth of the world. But yet, this is darkness in the eyes of these people, man. It's because they're fucking, confused and drunk, man. You see? But yet, it comes from them cleaving to the ways of the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Because it's a source behind this darkness being pushed in the earth. Real quick, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Yeah, and Esau Edom, he's not a wise judge, nor is he a prudent man. If you consider how America is today, if you take a step back and consider the morality of the people and the crazy things that they believe in and cleave to, they not being well ordered by a prudent man. You see? And ultimately, that wise judge that's instructing the people is Yahweh Shah, because it's his government that's well ordered. The house of David is going to be that governing body that's being pretty much on ordered now, for the lack of better terms, being instructed now to pretty much take their seat in time, in due time, for the lack of better terms. But it go on to say, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, saw his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You see, so this nigga Esau, he's a profane, violent, homo type of guy, where this is what you see here in this environment. In fact, this guy has a love for sin, man. The scriptures even tell you real quick. What is it? Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 11. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. And you go into that word fornicator, takes you back to pornos.
Strong's G 4205. Parnas. Parnas.
But you even see the word that, and it, porn being a heavy thing in this man's society, which takes you back to a man who prostitutes his body to another's lust for hire, which is a heavy thing here in America. But it go on, the third definition says a man who indulges in unlawful sexual intercourse, a fornicator, in which that's adultery, man. In which adultery is a heavy thing pushed here in society, and ultimately celebrated amongst you niggas out there, man. You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latino, Native American Indians, you glory in this man's ways. But yet the Lord said you profane, man. You see? Lest there be any profane person as Esau. The way that America is running is the ways of the so-called white man, Esau Edom. And if you indulging in those things, you going with the get along, well, you're profane just like that nigga, and you're going to be destroyed right along with him, man. You see? But even to go into the root word, Strong's G 4097, it takes you back to the A definition. It says, so under sin, it says entirely under the control of the love of sinning, man. You see, you people out there have a love for sinning, man. You see, and that ultimately makes you profane. Wait, it's like, let's see what that word go back to. Fornicator, man. You see, because you have a spiritual fornication, and then you have a physical fornication. You can sleep with a man's wife, or you can commit spiritual fornication, which is you following after the ways of other guys and things like that, man, which is sin in the eyes of the Lord. But it even goes into that word profane, baby lust, Strong's G 952. It says lawful to be trodden down, profane, unhallowed. It says ungodly, man. And this is how you people here in this society operate, man. But yet you see these are the characteristics of the so-called white man, Esau Edom. And even going back, Ecclesiasticus 10 in verse 2, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. So let's keep going. It says, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You see, so Esau is a profane fornicator. He has a love for sin. He commit unlawful sexual intercourses, where you people operate in that same manner. You push adultery. You see? You damn all this shit, man, but you see, this is how the people in this society act, man. And even you being driven by murder. Well, those are the ways of the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Because even scriptures tell you, Habakkuk, it's like it. Yeah, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desires as hell, and is as death, man. You see? This guy is as death, man. This is why he have a homicide-driven society, man. And the people here in this society, they celebrate homicide. And you ain't on no level if you ain't got nobody, man. You know? If you ain't from the hood, you ain't really had no good childhood. If you let these people tell it. You know? Shit, you ain't no desirable man if you ain't selling dope. You know, you ain't no shit, man. You ain't robbed a nigga or kicked the door. But this is the way that an American think. Because they follow after the ways of death, which is this ultimate all goes back to the so-called white man. You ain't got to fly an American flag in your yard to say that you're an American, man. It's how you move. It's your mindset, you know. Did you celebrate Thanksgiving? You know, what you getting for Christmas? Are you ready? You got your Christmas tree up? Those are ways to prove, man, this nigga he a fucking American, man. You know, would you pop that man wife? You see? That's the way of a fucking American. It's death. It says it cannot be satisfied because Esau is a covetous man. Well, these people here in this society is covetous as well, man. Esau Edom, he's a proudful nigga. You see, it said he is a proud man. And that's why you have pride at an all-time high here in the society. Because as the ruler of the city is, so are the people. So it ain't even shit you can do to stop the gun violence because the ruler of the city like gun violence. You know, the ruler of the city, he a nigga. He's the biggest nigga. So this is why you have more miniature niggas. That's why you have young niggas in the society. You know, you got nigga women in the society. You see, the damn head nigga a freak. So you got more miniature freaks in this society, man. It all goes back to the so-called white man, Esau Edom, and it's going to ultimately take your how by Shema Shah, you know, to destroy this man in his foundation and this program he got set up in the earth, man. You know, this program of iniquity. You see? So even going back to Ecclesiasticus 10 and skipping down to verse 10, it says the physician cutteth off a long disease. And who is the physician? Yahweh Shah. That long disease is the so-called white man Esau Edom, because he's the one that brings dis-ease to the earth. You know? It says he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And call Allah Yahweh Shema Shah. That the Lord's going to destroy this nigga, man, because he can't rule in the earth. You know, it's like I jumped the gun. I'm skip back up to verse 4. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. You see, in this storm with Yahweh Shah and the governing body, which is the house of David, the elect that's going to rule in the earth under Yahweh Shah, man. You see, and through the rulership of Yahweh Shah and the elect, righteousness is going to spring throughout the four corners of the earth. You're going to experience peace, and you're also going to see how wicked this nigga was, man. You see, you're going to see how fucked up America really is. Once you see the benefits of righteousness, man. Because right now you're getting the effects of wickedness. Everything is affected here, man. Nothing is beneficial to nothing, man. You know, none is in harmony. Everything is out of whack, man. You see? But yeah, you know, I pray that you was edified, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rahak Wadash. The ones in this video, Shalom.